tutorial previously, we have watched about the microservices, that what are microservices, and we have looked also the definition that how microservices are small autonomous services and that works together. So now we have also seen the difference between monolithic services versus microservices. So now we will dig down to our code. So our low-level design is that we will be making service limit, service, and banking system, and payment system, and authentication system, uh, which will be taking all the inputs from the Spring Cloud config server, and the Spring Cloud server config server will be taking inputs from the JIT. So let's start and dive into the coding. So we just start our spring.io. We just fill the group information. So here we fill it com, and we just name this service just like we have already named this service, that it is service limit service. So we will name it service limit. Okay. So now we add the dependencies. So here we will take the dev tools. Here we will take the web, and here we will take the um, acquator. So actuator is there. Yes, and we can take more dependencies with respect to that. So here we will take them, and we will generate the project currently. So Spring Con there's one dependency just like a config server. So let's see that we can get the config client. We take it config server. Uh, okay, so now we generate it. So it is it's generated. So we make a particularly folder. So here we just name this microservices. That's my prospect to remember that I have just made there. So from the download folders, we can cut, and we can just now we will extract it from the zip file, and now it is extracted. So we will open our project, and we will take this, that that's the size. So we will take from the file menu and go to import existing Maven project, and there we will check this, and we will finish it up. So our dependency is now downloading. So here we will see that how many dependencies are downloaded. So when we just see that with respect to pom.xml, so we embark that dependencies with respect to actuator, with respect to web, and all those dependencies are added. So we can see that spring starter dot boot under spring boot starter actuator is an there is config also, and there is a web also, and there are dev tools also, and Spring Boot starter test is also there. So all the dependencies with respect to the things which which we want to have, just like Spring Cloud dependencies we want to have. So we are having Spring Cloud dependencies also here. So here all the dependencies with respect to Maven plugin is also there. So if we see that with respect to other things, all are in the pom.xml is there. So after having all these things, so we are ready to go with the project. So we are having already service limit application is there. So we will create uh, one class, and we will now we will firstly making the controller. So we will mention as controller, and we will mention service configuration basically. We will name this service as service configuration. Okay, so it's now there we have just made the service configuration. So as they will be having two fields in service configuration, because there will be a maximum limit or a minimum limit with whatever the fund is transferring. So whether there will be a maximum fund transfer, or there is a lowest fund transfer. So there will be, we have to set certain limits. For this purpose, we are having the lower and the maximum limit. So we will mention it maximum, and we will mention it like that, and we will minimum. So these will be. So here we will have the basically make a default constructor. So we will be using fields, we will generate it, we will have one public service configuration, and this will be having getter and setters. So we have the getter and setters now. So we select all the things there, and this is ready to go. Now we will have this. After making this, we will create the service configuration controller. So here we will take up class under controller only, and we will name it service configuration controller. Service configuration controller. So here in service configuration controller, we will see that how we will set the configuration basically. So we will have the service configuration, which we will get from which will be retrieved from service configuration. So we will make this in the next video. We will dig to the coding with respect to service configuration. Keep aligned with the coding. Thanks for this session.